Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. DIY number 1. For this DIY, I'm going to take this huge gnome sign and I just ripped off the stick out of the gnome and I'm going to decorate him. And this is another ceramic gnome that I got for I think during springtime, and I decorated him for spring. Now I'm going to repurpose him for Christmas decor. So I just have this red and black buffalo plaid ribbon and I'm going to create a bow for him, and I'm just taking a small piece. I didn't measure, I'm just twisting it a little bit and taking a dab of a hot glue and I'm attaching that in one side of his hat. And I also have a nice velvety poinsettias, and I'm planning to stick on top of the ribbon. Now I'm ducktailing both sides of the ribbon and I'm attaching this flower, and I decided to put a bell inside. So I have this tiny green bell. I'm attaching that in the center and sticking the flowers. I'm basically fluffing it so the flower looks fuller, and I'm taking a dab of a hot glue and attaching it on one side of his hat where his ribbon is. And I'm also taking a small Christmas pick. I'm attaching it in behind the flower just like so. I hope it looks good here. I'm loving it. So what do you think? And also I have this harvest sign that I wanted to decorate, and I'm just taking one of this gift bag which had like red and black buffalo plaid design on it, actually print, and I'm just attaching it around the wooden sign just like so. Now this wooden sign is decorated with this paper, and then I'm just taking a little bit of styrofoam from my packaging and I just stuffed it off the camera. And I also have this beautiful felt that you actually put around under the Christmas tree. So I just cut a small piece of that and I'm trying to give like a fall snow effect. I'm attaching it around the box just like so. So this is how it looks after my snow is attached. I'm taking some of these bells. This is like silver and red. I'm just taking a small piece and I'm actually doubling it up so the bells come closer to each other, and I'm just circling it around the box just like so. Now the base of the board is ready, so I'm going to attach this beautiful gnome behind the box just like that. This gnome is already pretty decorated, so all I wanted to give him like a little hat decor. I have this snowball from my other craft, and then I'm just attaching it on the tip of his hat, and I also wanted to attach his nose with one of the pom-pom. I tried putting white, but it is not showing up bright enough for me, so I went with the green pom-pom instead, and I attached that in that place, and he looks, now his nose is prominent. And I have this fern branch that I had from Dollar Tree from a long time, and I cut the top part of the fern leaf, and this kind of looks like a Christmas tree to me, so I'm attaching that as like a tiny Christmas tree around Gnome. And I took another small Christmas greenery which had like snow in it, shiny, so I'm also going to attach next to the fern just to give like a forest kind of a look to there. And I have this beautiful ornaments which are like white and green diamond wrap attached around it. So I'm taking two of those and just scattering in one side of the board. And I'm also going to take my tiny Christmas tree from another craft of mine. So I'm just attaching him in just in a right place that I want to, and I'm also taking this decorated green gnome and I'm going to place him in one side of the board just like so. Now I got like tiny Christmas trees as well, and I'm going to place that on top of the board. Now I thought I should give him a nice bow, and I'm trying to do a bow here with this red and black buffalo plate, or I think it's a gingham print kind of a look, I don't know. So anyways, I'm taking this ribbon and I'm creating a bow. I just took a small round and I'm taking like two or three rounds of the ribbon, and I'm taking the last piece, and that would be one of the tail, and I'm also taking another tail. And I'm taking this red chenille thing that you can twist it. So I'm going to attach all these pieces together and twist it and create a nice bow. Roughly the bow looks like this, so I just took some time to fluff it up off the camera, and I'm also doing the ducktailing thing around the edges just like so. This video is in collaboration with Crafting for a Cause, and this is hosted by Theresa or Theresa DIY and co-hosted by Lynn Combs from Hot Mess and Hot Glue. I leave the links of their channels as well as the playlist of all the participants in my description box. The cause that we are supporting today is called as heartsupport.com, and this is a community that supports people who are suffering with mental conditions. So I would leave the link of their website in my description box for you to donate, and please help us support this noble cause. DIY number 2. For this one, I'm going to take one of this gnome wooden cutout from Dollar Tree, and I used one for another project. I'm going to use, they come 3 in a pack, so I'm going to use another one, and I'm painting chalk paint white on top of it. And I'm also taking this gift box which has got like nice background. They come 3 in a pack, so one is with a red with snowflakes, and one is a green buffalo plate background. Another one is this red and black buffalo plate background with some snowflakes on it. So I chose this one, and I just took one of this tag sign which has like happy holidays with a snowman on it. I'm going to use the back part of it, and I just cut a small rectangle of the size, and I'm going to attach it using glue stick. And I'm snipping off the extra piece around the tag just like so. And I'm also going to take one of this sanding square that I got from Dollar Tree from a long back, and I'm just sanding it so the extra paper comes off, and it also gives like a tiny distressed effect to it. I kind of like it. I'm going to do this for all of my projects now. Now my wooden cutout is all dry from the paint, and I'm just trying to stick him in the center. I'm finding the right location to stick him, and I'm taking a dab of a hot glue and attaching it in a place that I want to show him off. And also I'm going to take one of this beautiful gnome ribbon, and I'm just preparing a bow. I'm just taking a centerpiece like that and twisting it, and then taking another side of the bow, and on both sides I took, and I'm going to take like 4 petals this time. I don't know, is it called petals? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just taking like 4 of them, and also I'm just cutting for the the tail of the ribbon, and I'm taking another piece. Using this red chenille thing, I'm just twisting it all together to create like a bow look to it. I just repeated the same process that I did for this red and black ribbon. And I fluffed it a little bit, and this is how the ribbon looks already. And I'm just going to ducktail both sides of the tails just like so, and I'm planning to give him like a ribbon decor on top of his sign just like so. So what do you think? I like the gnome just like so, but again I also wanted to decorate him because he was looking like plain white. So I took some of this window cling snowflakes, and I'm trying to see like which snowflake will look good on him, and I'm just scattering all over. Then I thought like all these stars are getting overcrowded. Then I went with only one star in the center, and I just took a little bit of a Mod Podge and attaching it with a Mod Podge, and also covering the Mod Podge on top of it so it will blend well with him. Now it looks like he's holding one of the star, isn't it? This is the final reveal of my buffalo plate red and black Christmas gnomes, and I just wanted to use this red and black theme for gnomes, and I got this huge gnome which has that buffalo plate red and black cap attached to one of the snowball as his cap decor, and on his nose I attached one of the green pom-pom, and he's holding green and black buffalo plate Christmas tree, and I just stuck him in one of the sign, and I also attached the gift bags buffalo plate piece around that, and I filled some styrofoam, and I created like a false snow effect with some white fabric. And this is one of the green gnome that I got long back, and I just decorated him with some ribbon and some poinsettias, some green bell and Christmas pigs. So he's sitting in one corner, and I decorated with all tiny trees, Christmas trees, and this is one of the fern. I decorated it like a tree, and that's also another piece of a greenery which has some snow. So I just wanted to decorate them like tiny trees, and these are 2 ornaments, and I created this bow with the buffalo plate ribbon, and I stuck it with some ornaments, and he's celebrating Christmas in his town. And this is another sign I actually attached to one of the gift box which had the same buffalo plate background with snowflakes. So I painted one of the wooden cutout of gnome and painted white and decorated him with one of the window cling. And this is one of the gnome ribbon. I just decorated with a bow on the top. I just decorated with this gnome string lights around the village. I'm just loving this winter themed buffalo plate Christmas gnomes. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me. Please let me know which is your favorite and you would like to give any suggestions towards my channel. I would appreciate that. And like I always say, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again.